How are you doing? It's Exotic Vibes here. Once again, I know it's been a minute. That means it's a lot for us to talk about tonight. How are you feeling tonight? How was your Christmas? How was your Christmas Eve? And all of those great things. How are you doing? Are you still miserable? I hope not. I hope you change that. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome in. You are on with Exotic Vibes tonight. It's feeling great out here. Yeah. How are you feeling? For you all that don't know who I am a spoken word artist. I'm a mom. I'm a painter. I'm a cosmetologist. I'm a loctician. I'm an author. I'm a lot of things. But one thing I am is here for you tonight. So how are you doing? How are you doing? Hopefully you're enjoying that ride that you're on right now, that you're not telling nobody about, how you snuck out the house. You are not 17 no more. But I ain't going to tell nobody. But welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that ride was worth it. Welcome in. And no, I'm not in your business. I'm just hoping you're having a wonderful night tonight because it is feeling amazing out here. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. How are you guys doing? So a lot of people talk about how Christmas wasn't the same, or it just wasn't no Christmas spark in there and all those type of things. Well, I really don't think it's because we've gotten older. I just really feel like a lot has been exposed now, and it's just like, what is the point? Welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. You are on with Exotic Vibes tonight. Thank you so much for being here. And if you scrolling by and you just listening, you like, who is this person? Look, I go live and haven't been live in a while, but I'm going to make it my business to be a little bit more consistent on here. But I do have other platforms as well. I really don't feel like y'all be rocking with me like that. If some do, some don't. But hey, that's how life is. Some rock with you, some don't. But welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Is this your first time here or you just kind of like stumbled upon this live? And if so, I hope you're having a pretty good night. And if not, trust me, it's going to get better. And welcome in. Thank you so much for the love. I see the hearts going up and um thank you for the love, you guys. Welcome in, welcome in. For you all that don't know who I am Exotic Vibes, and if you could take the time out to share around just a little bit, even though this may be your first time with me, but I am a spoken word artist. If you don't know that term, I am a poet. I've been writing since the age of 12. And that is something that I love to do. On top of that, Kingdom Conversations, which is pretty much royalty talks. Okay. Thank you so much. I get that a lot. But how are we doing tonight? How are you feeling in this time in your life? Have you found peace with a lot of things, or you're still working through those things? Now, if you're still working through those things, that's totally okay. Okay. Because I don't expect you to have it all together. But welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the love. Just coming in. I mean, that's a beautiful thing. Um, one day I can see myself being a radio host, okay? Because that is something that I would love to do. You said you're tired. Oh, I know that feeling. Are you like just getting off work, or are you just tired of things going on in life? Because that's the difference. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you for being here. Just like I said, for all of you that don't know who I am Exotic Vibes. And thank you so much for joining in. Um, If you just stopping by, I appreciate you as well. Um, Hopefully, you have some great things approaching in your life, which I know you will, especially with all those great seeds you've been sowing in other people's lives. Trust me, you're not forgotten about, sweetheart. You're not forgotten about. And congratulations to anybody that has experienced any new opportunities. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the love. I appreciate all of that. So, I was talking about on TikTok because that's my other platform as well. And I was just saying, like, it is time out for you to keep doing and reaching and going for other people. And nobody is saying about you. Who is checking for you? I understand that you have the capacity for the compassion of people. But one thing about it is, you have to check for you as well. And if those people are showing you that they don't care for real, sweetheart, believe it, okay? Believe it, because people are going to show you who they are. You just have to listen. Just have to watch. You have to take time out to say, oh, 1, 2, and 3 is happening. I have to accept that. That's what's really going on. So, with that being said, stop. Just take the time to breathe in and breathe out, because you have been through a lot. Okay? You have been through a lot, and it stopped here. And it's time for you to check on you this time around. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope all hearts and minds are clear. And thank you for joining. I appreciate you for being here. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining. So, I've decided to um start going back live here a lot more often. Hi, how are you doing? And where are you guys from? So, I've decided to go live a little bit more often here. Um because I feel like it's a lot of people that's not really talking about real life experiences that be on YouTube. I could be wrong, but you know, USA in the building. Same here. I'm a North Carolina and Georgia mix, so I will always say it that way. And thank you so much for joining. From my looks of certain hosts that's on YouTube, it's not a lot of positive things that be going on. And it's some people that just come with demands and they're not showing compassion towards the people, which is a big difference. If somebody is going to support you and really love on you like that, I would think that you would want to show them real genuine kindness. Now, you can't just be coming at people all type of ways and you want them to support you. That is not going Cuz who do they think you are? Who do they think you are? Like, seriously, I've seen people that has been on here and just was treating people all types of ways. And it just don't work like that. It don't work like that. So with that being said, I would hope that kindness and joy and genuine love find you, okay? Because that's what I would want for you guys. Now, when it comes to a lot of live hosts and things like that, it's like people want to be a live host, but they don't know how. And I say that because when it comes to people from all different walks of life, you have to try and understand the standpoint they come from. Like, you can't just be you can't do that with people. You can't not do that. So when I come on here, I get a lot of positive feedback, which is good. Of course, you're gonna have your good feedback, then you're gonna have your bad feedback from people that's just miserable. Okay, if you just a miserable type of person, you're gonna get that type of energy from the comments, and you're gonna know. But when it's just a positive person looking for something to do, and they just like looking for somebody that's really on a positive standpoint, or whatever the case may be, then that's where you need to be. But in here, it's gonna always be love up in here. Okay, it don't matter what platform I be on, you gonna always feel love. So I ain't with all that chaos. I ain't with all that chaos talking to you all types of crazy or nothing like that. So I wouldn't want you to do that to me. That's not the type of person that I am. So with that being said, welcome in. I am Exotic Vibes. I not only allow you to know me as a host, but to allow you to walk through my day-to-day life, and I decide to be super transparent to allow you to know me in that type of way. So with that being said, I hope that you all are having a wonderful night. I hope the holidays has been good to you this time around, and if you haven't seen it yet, you will, because you get what you put out, and that is the honest truth. I don't care if you just let somebody in traffic. That is the honest truth. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. And I'm really realizing that a lot of people don't like the truth. And one thing you're going to have to realize, for the people that don't like the truth, that the truth is all around, sweetheart. You're going to have to hear it whether you like it or not. So the truth still remains. The truth don't feel good. But if you one of them type of people that take in good constructive criticisms, and take it into your life, and really go within yourself and fix those things that need to be fixed, sweetheart, you're a real one. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate all of you being here, because I realize that there are a lot of live hosts, a lot of people that love hosting, but there are a lot of different types of live hosts. Okay, me, on the other hand, you will never see me begging for gifts, begging for hearts, begging for whatever the case may be, because I've never been that type of person. I just want to help you. So with that being said, you would never see none of that going on here. Okay, I come on here in hopes of helping someone with something. Okay, so whatever I may say out of my mouth, I pray that it helps you in some part of your life. And that's what I hope to get out of this every time I leave. So with that being said, thank you for everybody that check out the content. Even if you don't know me just yet, thank you for the people that subscribe. Even though you don't know me just yet, but you just know it's something about me. So with that being said, I appreciate the support, I appreciate the love, and everything that comes with you. Okay, and may the peace of the Lord be upon you. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. And if you are in a long car ride right now on the way to somewhere where you desperately want to be in a good way, I wish you the best. And I hope you have lots of fun, and you're around genuine people, and you laugh until your stomach hurts, and you eat good until you can't eat no more. Okay? But welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you for being here. And for all of you that has never heard my original masterpieces, you may say, well, dang, what is that? It is poetry. Poetry is something that has stuck with me for the longest. Um, that has always been an outlet for me, as well as music. And I'm not talking about just any type of music. I'm talking about music that actually has feeling, that actually does something for a person. So I don't just listen to any old thing, okay? I just can't. So, also, I was listening to something earlier where there was a conversation going on about relationships. And it was this guy on there that was hosting, and it was this girl that was responding back. And the guy was like, if you was in a relationship with someone for a year and y'all knew each other very well, y'all loved each other, of course, what you felt like was love and y'all felt like y'all really came through it for each other. And then one day, because y'all know stuff happens, one day the guy lost his job and, he lost his home. Would you allow him to move in with you, even though y'all are at that point where y'all can look out for each other, y'all love each other, and you're dating with a purpose? Well, the girl was pretty much like, well, we're gonna have to have a conversation first. And that's crazy to me because especially if your intentions was to date with a purpose and this person is completely all right in the head and they got a good head on their shoulders and their decision making is really great, but this big tragic thing just happened where they lost their job and their house. And then she was like, well, it wouldn't be a hard no, but she technically didn't answer the question. So I kind of want to ask you guys, if you was dating with a purpose and you guys on both sides of the spectrum knew each other, would you allow either or to move in when you know this has happened to them? And it's crazy because he was like, maybe I'm too nice because I know if she would have lost her job or in her house all at the same time, that's tragic. He said he would allow her to move in, but she said it wasn't a hard no, which it wasn't either no or yes, which don't make no sense to me. So I guess what I'm really asking is, do people really date with a purpose like they say? Or it's just narrowed down to to what's convenient for them? Because the dating pool right now to me is trash. Okay. And maybe it's because I'm old school and you know old school in the sense of courting the proper way and dating with a purpose, meaning the purpose is marriage at some point. So I don't date to see who the next person I'm gonna sleep with. No, that's besides the point of dating. So a lot of people now is dating to see who is the next person they're gonna sleep with, which is crazy because that means you're really not looking for nothing real. You're really not wanting nothing um, stable um, or worth having. And I say that because if you're dating to just see who the next person you're gonna sleep with, sweetheart, what are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all for being here. This is Exotic Vibes here. And sometimes I do have conversations like this where it's discussions or real life questions. Um, of real experiences. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of that goes on. Because I'm trying to figure out, when are people going to wake up and actually see that you want to settle down with someone, that you really do want somebody real. I know it's a lot of crazy people out there. I know it's a lot of mess ups that you've had, but it is what you deserve. I mean, you deserve to have somebody great. You deserve to have a wonderful marriage, a divine marriage. Welcome in. Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. Just having a discussion about relationships, and I'm just saying that people don't date with a purpose anymore. They date for convenience. They date to see who the next person they're gonna sleep with. They date to get something out of a person, and that is not why you should be dating, sweetheart. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you for being here. So yeah, whether young or older, a lot of that be going on. And I just decided to jump on here to see how everything was going. Oh, hey, Jordan, how are you doing? How was your holidays? And I don't know how the hearts and stuff goes here as far as supporting me or whatever. So I never been on, well, I've been on that side of the spectrum before, but I don't remember how it goes. But how have you been? What's been going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Jordan. So, how was your holidays? It was fantastic. What did y'all do? Like, how did it go for you? Like, was it the same like it was years ago? Or, because I know my holidays was not the same. Hold on 1 second, Jordan. I'm going to the restroom. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. What I got, what I got, a drum set for Christmas. Oh my gosh, what color is it? And that's what's up, Jordan. I know you was happy about that. I know how much you love your drums. Um, if you don't mind, Jordan, are you still there? If you don't mind, could you, like, I don't know if it's called tapping the screen here, but could you, like, um, do that for me so this can kind of, like, go around to the people it need to reach as we are talking and conversing about all these great memories that you're about to tell me about? Is red? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. It sounds pretty. Um, I remember when I was younger, my brother, he used to play the drums, and that's something that he really loved. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. And it's really a gift for the people that know how to play the drums. I wish I could tap my own screen, but I don't know how that goes. I don't know how it goes. You had thumbs up. What does that mean? The live for you. Oh, well, I appreciate that. I don't really know what that means, but I don't really know um what all to do here that will push me out or whatever. I really need somebody to tell me how that goes. So, what's on your mind? How has things been going? I don't really see you on TikTok anymore. What made you like not want to be on TikTok too much? I can't really see my. Keep on, keep on. The last time you was doing something crazy like that, you said the leg hurt. What is this, Mr. Donald? My old phone died last only a week. Oh, did you get a new phone? Did you get a new phone, Jordan? Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you guys for being here. Oh, well, that's good. Well, since you got a new phone, you can go ahead and send the hearts up then, because ain't nothing wrong with your phone. Now, as far as my phone, something is wrong with my phone, which I'm kind of waiting on a new phone as well. I think you have to do a little bit more for this live to be recognized, but I don't really know how YouTube do, so I don't know. But I appreciate you even for being here. Um, what brought you here tonight? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all for being here. So, I know you're happy about the new phone. You got a new drum set. Um, that was amazing. That's amazing to know. Well, I got to be around my kids, which I was happy about that. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Some people did come in at first, and I was appreciative of that because I might be a new live host to some people because some people don't usually see me live, so therefore they probably don't know who I am, and they usually go to the people that they see all the time, no matter how they get treated. So with that being said, like I would hope that you find somebody that treats you like a human being. Okay. But welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I was thinking about you last week. You was. Well, I appreciate that. I'm hanging in there. I'm still here, still pushing, still showing up for myself, um, and still encouraging people like I was doing on TikTok. So that's what I continue to do. And it's nice to see you here. I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to go live on YouTube, and here I am. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Don't be shy to speak, y'all, because I will speak back. And thank you for joining. I appreciate you for being here. Do you go on anybody else's lives, Jordan? You did the right thing. I did. Well, I'm glad that I'm here. But yeah, I just felt like I wanted to go live on YouTube, and I went live earlier on TikTok. So I try to be where I need to be, where I'm led to be. Okay. But yeah, I'm glad that you're here, and I guess it was meant for me to go live. Because I'm the type of person, I really don't care if it's one or two people, honestly. If it grows, that's a wonderful thing. But I don't do that I don't do this just for myself. I do this to like help people. So but you already know that anyway. Cause you follow me from TikTok. So you already know how I do. So um I did do some poetry earlier, but not here. I did it on TikTok. Yeah. So glad that you're here. And I charged my phone somewhat, so it's kind of charged for me to carry on a little longer. My bad, Jordan. I was talking to my godmom. I was just wondering who was going live. So that's probably why it was meant for me to go live. So also, Jordan, I know what for real. Also, I want to explain something to you because I've been reading the Bible and I want to know if you want to hear this because you haven't been on my TikTok, so I haven't been able to share it with you. I was reading First Samuel, the 18th chapter, right, where it was talking about David and Saul, and also Saul's son with it, which is Jonathan. And so I guess I would do it here since you missed it. And I noticed that you don't really be on TikTok anymore. But I was led to go live here on YouTube for some reason, and it might have been for you. Wow, that just blows my mind. Wow. So yeah, I want to talk to you about that. Okay, so first of all, I want to say, Lord, touch this live and have your way as you usually always do. Yes, ma'am. Don't come in my room, wake me up. I don't be doing it on purpose. I just be going to the bathroom. I just go to the bathroom, and when I come out, All right, Jordan. Well, that's his doing. Cause it ain't mine. I just be minding my business. Sometimes you don't feel like it. But yeah. But you know what? I'm thankful that the Lord uses us like that because it's not many people that'll be obedient and just up and wake up and pray like that. And it's a lot of prayer that need to be happening. And I seen a video today and it was saying going into 2026, that is really a praying season. And this young girl was saying, if you don't got God going into 2026, you gonna be in trouble. You gonna be in trouble. Time to be seeking God. That's all. If you ain't thought about it, then you need to think about it now. Cause now we entering in 2026, and you don't know what all is coming out and being revealed and coming from under the dirt or whatever the case may be. You got to have God. You got to know how to pray. You got to know how to war. You got to know. Because in all these foolish family members that don't be praying and know God calling them and stuff, you got to pray for them too. I think that's what's going on with y'all, girl. Yes, because the Lord took me to something the other day, and it was in Proverbs, and it was talking about the foolish, and it was talking about the simple, and then it had ended up breaking it down, and it said, the ways of you knowing they are foolish or simple is gluttony. It's I gotta go back to it. It's gluttony is pretty much when it comes to their attitudes and things like that. It was saying it in the word on the breakdown part because I got a study Bible. And when you read the scriptures, you go down to the study part and it explains it to you. And that's what I thought about. And I remember telling him, I said, you got a pattern somewhat. I said, because it's like when you drink, you don't eat. But when you don't drink, you eat up everything, if you had a full meal. But this is what I told him though. I said, that's gluttony. And this is what I told him that. Yeah. He kind of didn't want to hear that, but I know the signs of that. And I said, you eat, because sometimes I see him hold his stomach and he's still eating. I said, why are you still eating? I said, that's gluttony. And he be holding his stomach for what? Because he ate too much and still be eating. Oh, Lord. Yeah. God. He does that. He'll be full, really full, and still eat. Still eat. And I'll be like, what in the world? It's a tapeworm. That's how tapeworms is. That's not good. Tapeworm. But I was thinking on the way here. But that's what I was thinking about when I read that scripture. When I want to fast from everything, from phones, TVs, people. Yes. And it's like I was walking in this place like never before. And I said, Lord, maybe I need to do that again. Because it's like I feel everybody and everything people be going through. Because me being a prayer warrior, it's like I'm sensitive to all spirits, good and bad. I'm sensitive. Yes. And it's like I pick up, like if somebody come in this house, I can pick up their spirit. Oh wow. The white man that comes in, yeah, I pick up his spirit. Yeah. What be going on in here? It comes in my room. The spirit that would come in my room. See, we're spiritual beings. We're not flesh. We're mostly spirit. And the spirits that come in us,
I know what they is, and they come in my room.
Mm.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know when it's good in my room, in my house, and I know when bad stuff in my house
Yes.
because it come in my room.
You really sensitive, and that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Because it's not a lot of people that's like that. That's why I'm continuing. Sometimes I do feel the feeling of loneliness sometimes because it's a lot of people that God allowed to walk out of my life, and it's a lot of things that I notice within my family unit. And sometimes that's why I have on my worship music like I do because
yeah,
that's where I feel full at. That's where I feel complete
yeah,
because I'm
yeah,
like, well, dang, Lord, it seems like I'm missing a whole lot. I don't really have no friends no more. I don't, but although I'm okay and content with
yeah,
being who I am, and I'm okay with feeling joy within myself. But yeah, sometimes I do be wanting to go somewhere. Yeah, sometimes I do feel like being it's an amazing feeling being around somebody that you can laugh with and love on and feel the same reciprocated.
yeah,
But I don't know what kind of season I'm in.
yeah.
So I just allow my worship to fill me up
Right,
because that's where I feel the most love
right.
within the Lord. And another video I had seen with this young girl, she was like, y'all have to lock in with God because that's where you're going to feel complete
Yeah,
at. That's where the void's going to be filled. That's where you're going to feel the joy. And I'm talking about like true joy where you
right.
could just laugh in the midst
Yeah,
of things happening. But you don't know completely where you're going, but you know you're okay.
right. You know
So
that peace of God.
yeah, that's why I just put on my worship music. And sometimes when you see me kneel down like this, I be praying.
Yeah,
And I try to do that often because it's like I can't do nothing but feel the Lord's presence when I'm
right.
like that.
That's good. That is so
Yeah,
good.
because He know my heart, and He know I'm not just out for just the material things or
Right,
anything like that. I
right,
just want what He want for me,
right. That's right.
you know.
That is so true, girl.
But I also want more of Him in every season.
That's right. More of him. More of you.
I want more of You.
Give me more.
I
Give me
want
more.
more. Yes.
Lord, give me you.
Yeah, I know that song. Yeah.
Lord, give me you. Nothing else would do. Lord, give me you. Give me you. Give me you. Give me you.
Yes.
Nothing else would do. Lord, give me you.
Yes.
Lord, give me you.
Yes.
Give me you. Give me you.
Yes.
Nothing else would do. Just you. Just give me you.
Yes.
Give me you. Lord, give me you.
Yes.
Lord, give me you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You, Lord.
Amen. Thank you, Lord, for that. Did you let her know those? She never said that.
Thank you for folding my clothes. Amen. Praise the Lord. Oh, you get out the door? Yes, ma'am. I do my friends like that, so I take clothes out and dry it. So you don't need them to clothes and get them nice and put them on. Thank y'all. Yeah, you're welcome. That's the best uncle in the whole wide world. Praise the Lord. Amen.
I need someone to talk to sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Jordan.
I asked her, I said, why that's bad? She said, I'm in a relationship. I said, I know that, but I thought y'all was friends.
Oh, yeah, I know it. Thank you.
And he looked very good. Nico, your man looked like an older June.
What?
I said, like June. Hold on, because I read it wrong.
Who you was talking to?
Mama.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I know that, but I thought y'all was friends and he looked better than Nico. Your man looked like a ogre like Jimmy.
I'm getting up out of here. I ain't got time for this. Oh God. I wonder what she gonna say about that. Well, Jordan, ain't nothing wrong with that. And also, I was talking to my godmom just now. So that's who that was. And so I really want to tell you about First Samuel, the 18th chapter, where I was reading about David, Jonathan, which is the son of Saul, and yes. So basically, what that chapter was talking about is how Saul invited David into his home, and he told David that he didn't have to go back home where he was, which was his home. But when Jonathan met David, his soul was knitted with David. Like it's almost as if they were sharing identity. Like he invited him and also shared his bloodline with him because Jonathan stripped himself of all his royal garments down to the sword and gave it to David. But also in the midst of that, the servants began to love David. The people that Saul was over, that he was stewarding over, loved David. So also when all of that was going on, Saul wasn't jealous just then. Saul became jealous when he put David over an army, and David ended up slaying 10,000 people. And the ladies began to come in and rejoice and sing and said that David slayed 10,000 and Saul just slayed his thousands. And so ever since then, Saul began to look at David some type of way. But the crazy thing is, in the midst of all of those schemes and plots that Saul tried to come up with to try to get rid of David, it did not work every time. And Saul was afraid of David because he carried the presence of the Lord. And the crazy thing is, the presence of the Lord came up off of Saul. Like the Lord removed himself from him because of how he was looking at David. And the crazy thing is, what I was talking about on TikTok is that you have to learn how to celebrate people. You have to learn how to celebrate people because God will put you in positions, put people in positions that other people may not like because of jealousy and enviousness. Like, and they continue to compare themselves to other people and things like that. You have to learn how to celebrate people. Okay, even when you're not in that position yet. So I kind of want to share that with you because I wanted to tell you that God is getting ready to put people in royal positions that you may not understand just yet, but God know He equipped you for that. Out of all of the things that you've been through, He equipped you for to be in front of royalty. He equipped you to be able to know how to talk to kings and queens and things of that nature. So with that being said, He was in a royal bloodline, and it's almost as if he was born into that bloodline because of how knit tight him and Jonathan was. But the daddy invited him in and then became jealous of him, which is completely crazy. And that's kind of how what some people are going through now. Like the Lord will allow people to invite you into a whole nother environment. And you may feel like you ain't ready for it, but you already equipped for it. So that is coming from First Samuel, the 18th chapter. And if you read First Samuel, the 18th chapter, allow the Lord to speak to you through that chapter and see yourself in those royal positions, and learn how to celebrate others. Learn how to congratulate them, even if you're not in that place yet. And some people are so bitter and so miserable and so paralyzed in what they used to be in that they can't even see further than where they are. So that's what I want to share with you. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. So, yes, that's what I want to share with you because it's a lot of people about to step into a royal position that God put you in. And even though the people invite you in, the person that invites you in may be dealing with some internal things on their own, even though they are in hierarchy where they are. But somebody within that circle or that spectrum of where they are is going to take a liking to you and see the mantle on your life and see what God put upon your life and suddenly elevate you. So with that being said, don't think that you going through things for no reason. You are going through those things to be equipped with what you need to be where you need to be. So that I want to share with you because I know you are a young man that's growing and trying to figure things out. So just know that God put you in a position for a reason. Certain things you are meant to see for a reason. Yeah, you're not meant to stay where you are. Meaning in your mindset and the situations that you may go through. It's all for a reason. So I kind of just want to share that with you. Um, but in your leisure time, you can check out First Samuel, the 18th chapter, and see what the Lord says to you about it. But that's what I shared on TikTok, and um, that scripture, well, that chapter stuck with me for the longest, and it's still with me to be able to explain it that way. And I believe I'm able to explain it that way because I received a revelation when I read it. And when I read it, I looked at my life differently. So I just wanted to share that with you guys who are listening. And I thank you for listening. And I hope that you could take that within your life and begin to see that you are supposed to be in a total different position, but you have to gain the tools that you need to be able to go to your next. You know what I'm saying? So, also I've been in Proverbs a lot too. And Proverbs is one of my favorite chapters, which is wisdom. So, also when you see a person that's very angry, realize that a soft answer will always turn away wrath. Okay, just continuing to show kindness and love and the fruits of the spirit will change a person, and they will begin to see that their response could have been different. And a lot of people don't understand, as people of Christ and people of light, that you are to have a great responsibility, which is to even show people what kindness look like in the light of the Lord. Even when they do have attitude, and even when they don't understand, even when they don't comprehend, or whatever the case may be, you are still showing such a great uh love that they never seen before. So with that being said, being um a disciple of Christ, you are to show the great kindness that Jesus showed upon the earth. So with that being said, a lot of people may not understand why you still show kindness even though they had an attitude. A lot of people may not understand why you still show the love and consideration and the willingness that you do, even though they're acting out of character. But one thing they will see is that there is this Jesus that people speaks of, because your character shows that, because the way you carry yourself shows that. So with that being said, don't allow your circumstances and your situations to change who you truly are. Don't allow that to change the fruit that you carry upon your life. Like, seriously, a lot of people may not understand why I show the type of kindness and love that I show, but I have compassion for God's people. So don't don't get that. Also use discernment, because the Lord will show you. He will show you which route you need to go. So with that being said, I just kind of wanted to share that with you as well. And I wish you the best on this amazing journey that you're on, especially as being as young as you are. And I know that you listen to me for a reason. So, with that being said, I'm hoping that you can take this within your life and also see something different as well. But thank you for even listening to me. Thank you for um seeing Christ within me and knowing that I'm not perfect, but I'm continuing to be a follower of Jesus Christ. So with that being said, I appreciate you. Welcome in. Yes, so I hope that that could help you. And also, I'm glad that you are here and you could be able to catch that message. But I'm probably about to tap out a little bit from here. But if it's anything that you want to talk about, just let me know. Um, you're a minister of music, so your ministry is in music. That's a beautiful thing. That's beautiful. At church wise. Well, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's what been going on. Well, that's what's up, Jordan. Being a minister of music is not an easy task, because being a minister of music, you actually host and bring in the presence of God. So that's not easy at all. But through the hand of the Lord, I know that it becomes an easy task. Um, so I just want to say congratulations, and I'm thankful that the Lord chose you, because when it comes to music, He's definitely going to pick someone that is really hosting the presence of the Lord, and you are being trusted with people's hearts. And so, with that being said, to have given you such a task, you should be thankful, which I know that you are. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And for all of you that are still here or you just listening in the background in the hallway of YouTube, I appreciate you for being here. You don't ever have to hesitate about coming in here because I'm going to greet you just like I do everybody else. And I take my time with people and I also make sure that you are heard. So this is definitely the place for you. And um, you're going to see that there is a lot of love here. I'm not demanding or anything like that. So just know that this is the place for you. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. For you all that don't know who I am, I come to you with royalty and kingdom conversations. And also, I'm a spoken word artist. I do poetry. In case you don't know the term of spoken word artist, I've been leaning towards poetry since the age of 12. So that's something that I have always been into. I had a good with family yesterday. You had a good time? Well, that's good to know. I'm glad that you was around people that you love and that you can have a genuine connection with. That's always a beautiful thing. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Well, I can say I had a decent time myself. It wasn't all bad. I definitely wish it could have been better, but I can say I still had a good time. Welcome in. Well, I'm really glad you came through, Jordan. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get off of here, but I will definitely figure that out. I took the time out to make some new content. I will probably post some here as well, but I'm not sure just yet. I had to decipher through all of that stuff and see what I want to be here and what I want to be there. But I will figure that out. Cause family do matter. They do matter if they show you that they do care for real. I mean, all family ain't like that. Jordan, I sad to say, but a lot of people have a lot of different experiences with family, and some people, some people's eyes is open to how they really feel about them. Like I've dealt with jealous aunties, jealous sisters. I dealt with, you know, uncles that wasn't right, and different things like that. So, and then some of them wasn't um even present in my life. So I've had a different journey when it came to family. So it's a lot of things that I realize, and I do my best not to ignore because it can be detrimental to my life. So when the Lord sent around people that show love to me like you do, it really shows me that I really am who He say I am. And it was just that the people that I was around didn't want to shed light on that because they didn't want me to go far. So with that being said, like it's a lot of people that deal with things like that. You know, I did get to experience some good family members, but we're so far apart, I don't get to experience that all the time. So it's a blessing that you have people that you can actually say that about. Um, but I can say a lot of people had a lot of different experiences. So with that being said, yeah. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you for being here. And where are you guys from? I'm going to support you on your channel. Well, thank you so much for joining. Um, I appreciate you for staying and commenting and all those beautiful things. Um, I don't know. I've really been thinking about doing a podcast, but I don't even know how to start doing that just yet. I don't know how I want it to go just yet, but I think I would do great with doing something like that. So, and that's something I've been wanting to do for the longest. So, with that being said, that's something that I'm working on. Because I feel like I connect with people a lot better than most people. And it's because I actually hear them out and actually, understand them from different walks of life. Like, everybody hasn't had the same journey as the next person. So, that I do know from being a person that has been through many walks of life. And when I say that, I've seen the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows of street and books, and it's just been a lot different walks for me. And so I've been a lot around a lot of different people, and so it hasn't always been just one walk. So I feel like I can connect with a lot of people. So I feel like doing a podcast is up my alley. Like, it's good for me. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you for being here. Welcome in. And for the ones that's listening on the back end that has not even came in yet, I know you're watching, and thank you for even watching. I appreciate that watch time. So if you are watching and haven't came in yet and you actually learned something, you know, um, why not come in? But I appreciate you for being here. Um, but yeah, I'm probably about to go now. So, Jordan, I pray that you have a peaceful rest of your night. Anybody that's watching out there, enjoy your night. And I hope that I've said something that can bring you peace and joy. And thank you for being here. So, Jordan, I'm about to like exit out, and I appreciate your support and your love being here. Um, and I'm glad that I did go live, like I said, and that you could hear some amazing things that you can take within your life and use. But welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all for being here. Oh yes, oh yes, indeed. But you enjoy the rest of your night, and I'm about to go ahead and go.